So greetings once again from Pennsylvania. We're back here in St. Peter's Village here in Chester County. And we have some unfinished business out here. I think I said that in the previous video. In that video we filmed the old abandoned railroad trestle here on the north end of town. And I'm currently on that railroad bed. Because when we did the last episode of the Horseshoe Trail, we ended up on a old railroad bed I knew nothing about. There were several bridges. And then there were several of those spur rails that went off the main line, both towards the same spot. And I talked about coming back and figuring out where those went. So that's what we're doing today. So I'm now on that main line again, not on the Horseshoe Trail, but further north, I believe. But we're gonna head in that direction. We're gonna find out what's back there. I'm gonna throw up one Google image picture. Looks like there's a small body of water where those two rail lines are headed to. So that might be an old mine or an old quarry or something up there, because this area, in the previous video I talked about how they did quarrying and mining back here. Some of the mines were on the other side of the road and one was on this side of the road, they said. So I wonder, we'll see. Alright, so if you want to come along and find out, let's get going. Kind of eager to see what's out here. So this is the old railroad bed here. Back down that way is French Creek and the village of St. Peter's, and just back that way was the old railroad trestle I just filmed. If you want to see what that looks like, you can watch the previous video. But we're going to keep going this way, and this will join up with the Horseshoe Trail. The Horseshoe Trail was up on that mountain and then came down and joined this railroad bed, if you remember that video or if you watched it. And I'll explain the whole situation again. Like, we were following the Horseshoe Trail and we found one spur that went off this way and one that kind of came this way, and they both kind of seemed to go to the same spot. We found those two bridges that both used. So there has to be something back there. We'll find out. Plus, it's just an absolutely beautiful day to be out here. Today's December 30th, and it's gonna be in the 50s today. About 54 degrees, so I'm almost too hot wearing this. So, great time. Although I wouldn't mind, that first snowfall to come to this area, but I do enjoy this type of weather. It's great exploring weather. So I have not been on this section of the rail bed, so we will keep our eyes open for other things that might be along this route. And also the stream down there, which we'll see later, is called Mine Run. So that gives you an idea too what might be back here, or what we're headed to. Yeah, I should mention too what this railroad bed is. It's the Warwick branch, it's called, or sometimes called the St. Peter's Spur, because St. Peter's is back there. Warwick is just up this way. I forget what main line it comes off of. Remember to put it down here. I'll put it down below on the screen. So just a branch. It just kind of ended at St. Peter's because of the mines and the quarries that are back here. Oh, we have a washout here. Here's the railroad bed. Got washed out right here. Yeah, this is Mine Run. Gotta find a way across. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, we don't actually have to cross any water. And another washout with some interesting concrete there. Got the old pipe coming across here. Probably the rail bed actually went across there. That was probably the drainage for the stream here. You can see some of the old stonework here. That's kind of cool. Get over here. Yeah, so this was placed kind of like probably to hold the pipe in place. Gotta get across here. Old cast iron pipe. So railroad bed continues that way, but there's a trail that heads off this way, which I have a feeling heads up to our area as well, but we're gonna keep exploring this way yet. Yeah, that trail went off that way, and that actually looks like another rail bed right there. It's a yeah, probably what it is. So that's going back there too. All these That's the third rail bed now that's heading back that direction. I'm thinking about just taking that, because that's going where we want to go. Oh, gotta think about that. Might just have to do that since there's an established trail there too, it looks like. Alright, still here on the main line, but this is the one bridge we found last time along the main line. The horseshoe trail comes down from there, and I saw it through the trees. Realized it was a railroad bridge. So it's quick to take a look at it again. And those other two spurs that I found on that hike were up that way. They're just similar to the one I pointed out to you here. That's going up there. So I guess we'll just not go all the way up there, because I think that one I just found it's heading the same direction. So if not, we'll figure something else out. But yeah, this old railroad bridge. Yeah, because just past this was the other spur that went out that way, and just beyond it is another one, all going out to the same spot. So I'm gonna head back to that trail we just passed up here. Double check to see if it is like another rail bed, and we'll just follow that, because the other two I explored in the last video didn't have like trails. Well, maybe the one kind of did, but they both ended at bridges that were no longer there, so we'd have to cross the creek. We take this spur, we're already on the side of the creek, so yeah, it's definitely another rail bed up there. So let's take that trail. Yeah, 3 little rail spurs all heading the same direction. There was something going on back in those woods. We're gonna find out what it is. All right, so here's that other trail. So we're gonna take this. It's well established. People are coming back here. So this is another, like I said, another rail bed, raised up above the ground. All right. So we should be closing in on our location. I'm thinking there was a mine back here, and maybe, I don't know if it's filled in with water from looking at Google Maps, but there might be, who knows what else will be back here, maybe some buildings or who knows what. Won't know until we find out. Get back there. But I love doing this type of stuff. Just kind of wondering, there's the mystery, you know, what's gonna be back here. And sometimes, you know, you're disappointed. Ends up not being a whole lot, but sometimes you're like, whoa, check this out. So I'm in that anticipation mode. I'm still not seeing anything. Yeah, it starts to go up. There's another hill up here, so we want to stay down here in this valley area. I did read that the mine that was on this side of the road was right near the creek, and it flooded. They had trouble with that. Oh, we have some interesting, look, there's lots of rock here now. Some different raised elements here. Okay, here's our railroad bed yet. Yeah, this is not natural. And okay, something just caught my eye. We have some interesting stuff over here. What in the world? One there, and so we're gonna take a look. I'm getting hungry too. I'm gonna take a break. Our railroad bed keeps going on because then there's like a body of water up here, but we gotta check this out first. See what this is. So just got done taking a little break, but even on my break spot, here that rock, you can see evidence of the rock being worked. I guess this is like where the spike holes, where they would, you know, the drill holes we're gonna call them, where they would use to split the rock or wedge it open. So let's get to exploring. This is you know, this is exactly what I was hoping to find. Because earlier I just mentioned how, you know, I was in anticipation mode, but you know, so many times you end up finding nothing. But yeah, so here we go. This is cool. Alright, so I'll take you up there next. And remember, we haven't even finished exploring where this railroad ends up at. Like I said, there's some kind of a, you know, an opening up there of some sort. Not entirely sure what this is either. There's a little one over there. Yeah, has kind of a, there's a step kind of there, but kind of at first it looks like some of those old iron furnaces that we explore. So I was thinking maybe there'd be an opening on this side, but there isn't. There's some graffiti, so we're not the first people to be here. Obviously, no opening on this side. I wonder if there's. Oh, I see some old. There was okay. I don't know if you can see. There's some old metal bolts sticking out of the top. So I think something stood on top of here. Oh, we are right next to the railroad bed. So I wonder. Huh. There's some kind of. Yeah, my mind is just working. But over here's a smaller one. It also has a bunch of. Huge bolts sticking out of it. Almost like, I don't know, like a crane or something would have been here, I'm thinking. Because of the railroad beds right here, maybe they were, there's something was here to load the cars, railroad cars, I don't know. Mine's just wandering. Let's, I want to take a look up top there before we get back to the railroad bed. Because this is all man-made. This is a man-made like waste pile here. Just want to see what's on the other side. If I can get up here. I have to turn it off though, I think. Well, we made it up top with some difficulty. It's almost like another rail bit up top here. It kind of turns that way. So you won't be able to see this area from the rail bit on the other side. But it goes off this way too. All kinds of looks like they were. I'm gonna have to walk up there, because even way up there I'm seeing a stone with a hole in it, like a drill hole in it, way up there. So there were, there's almost like a, there's almost like a something up there. Oh boy. So alright, hold on a second, let me think this through, because I want to explore the rail bed too. It keeps going that way. But Alright, so I'm going to go up there first. So we're going to make our way up. See what's going up this way. There's something going on up there. I see like a pit or something. We can always, we'll come back along the rail bed. I guess that's the plan. Alright, let's make our way up this way if we can. Like a little bit of a trail right here. Yeah, coming up on one spot here. These thorns. Definitely an area they're digging out rock. Pit. Looks like there's probably another area in there. The other area I was looking at is over there. So yeah, this is definitely a, I'm guessing a mining area. If they're quarrying the rock or digging for iron ore here. I'm gonna guess it's the iron ore at this spot. Let's go up there. So let's pop up over this hill together. I'm already seeing something interesting. Yeah, it's definitely dug out in here. Yeah. Whole area here. It's like a mine pit. Wow. Alright, I guess we're going down there next. So here we are down in the bottom of it. Just looking around. But just gonna walk up here. I'm also seeing some more of those interesting marks on the rocks up here. Maybe this was a quarry. Because look, it's like they're once again you have all those, my shadows in the way there. See those marks on the edges? They're like driving the wedges down in, breaking off like perfect little blocks. So maybe right there too. So Maybe they were quarrying stone out of here. Let's see what's up here. Okay, just dead ends. Alright. Well, we're gonna head back that way and out the little entrance there. I know I keep going back and forth in my mind between an iron mine or a quarry. Maybe there's both back here. Because up here it looks like they're quarrying this rock. You know, using it for building material elsewhere. But maybe what else, the other, we haven't reached the one feature that I showed you on Google Maps at the beginning. I think maybe that's the iron mine. It's also kind of bothered me a little bit when I looked up on Google Maps this area. Usually when you use the terrain feature, all this kind of pockmarked terrain with these deep pits and stuff shows up, but it didn't. It just looked featureless. So, not sure about that. Because even here, there's some nice blocks of stone that they're squaring off. Look at that. There's one there. So definitely, we call this site a quarry. I'm gonna try and make our way out of there. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn you off here, I think. Alright, so back that way is those stone ruins we saw earlier. Right down here is the railroad bed. Notice there's a trail coming up here. And we'll talk about what's over there in a moment. But we were just up in that pit up there that I saw when we were back further. But the trail does go up to the top there. And right there is the feature I think we saw on Google Maps. I think that's the open, I see water over there. So I'm initially gonna take the rail bed out that way. I think people are just, I wonder if that trail, I wonder if people are doing something stupid back here like cliff diving, but we'll see. Let's take the rail bed over there, see if there's anything else back here. This is the feature we were looking for. Back this way. So I'll take you with me and we'll discover what's back here together. Yeah, I'm seeing graffiti. Because these are spoil heaps from whatever they're digging out over here. Yeah, here's our water. Wow. Yeah. This is what I saw on the map. That open area of water. Looks like they used to have it. I see some like wire fence there. So I'm guessing, the young folk come back here and jump off the top there. Some guess. I feel like I saw a video online about that, but I wouldn't recommend that with these quarries. Well, let's see what else is around here. We're going to explore down this way a little bit, see if there's any buildings or anything back here, because if they were, what I'm going to assume is a quarry. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to say this is, like I said. There had to be other buildings back here at one time, so maybe there's other foundations back here or something. And then we should see those other rail beds should make their way back here too. We'll see if how that works out, maybe. Yeah, because these piles, this is what came out of the pit here, the waste material. Yeah, kind of wonder what it looks like in the summer. All right. Let's keep exploring. All right, so I'm going to follow this trail for now. Right back up there is where that water was. There's some more waste rock material up here. I'm still curious about those other rail beds that we saw in the other video. Right back here. Maybe this is, whoops, hold on a second. Get over this log. Because maybe this is one right here. Actually, are these old railroad ties here? Like there's one. Yeah, that's what these are. These are old railroad ties. So this is one of the railroad, this is the other rail bed coming back here. Interesting. At least that's what I'm going to assume. So it came up right to here. Huh. Okay. Let's follow this. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what these are. Old rail ties. Okay, and up here I think is where it splits off. Like one branch goes up that way and the other goes up that way. Remember I showed that in the previous video. Back that way is the main line, the Warwick branch that we were on earlier in this video. I mentioned that there are two spurs that came off. I think this is where they meet. Because you can see there's a raised bed going that way and one going that way. Cool. Only one way to find out. This one should have the concrete bridge or the remains of it. This one has more like a stone-like bridge. Let's find out. Of course, this one has a distinct trail. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something else back here. We'll find out. Yeah, but once again, these are definitely old rail ties right here. Yep, here's the concrete bridge. Yep. Because in that video where we're on the horseshoe trail, we came to this one. Here's all that blue, oh not that blue, the purple spray paint that we saw too. Cool. Well, that answers that mystery too. Those two other rail beds do lead back here as well. So cool. All right, I guess I'm not going to follow the other one back because I'm positive that goes back to the main branch too. I showed that bridge in a previous video. It's an abandoned one too. Instead of like concrete abutments, it has like stone ones. I'll try to remember to put a link to that video down below in the description if you want to watch that video. It's when I hiked another section of the horseshoe trail. I think I titled it like Cool Ruins and Creepy Vibes. So you can see it's near the end of the video, the second half of the video, when I discovered those two spurs coming off the main branch there. And if you want to see what that other old bridge looked like. So, if I remember, sometimes I forget to put those links in. If I forget and you want to see it, you can remind me in the comments. We're going to make our way back up, and on my way back, I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss anything. I probably will anyway, but my first time back here. So we're following another trail up to the top above that quarry. We'll see if there's anything up here. And we'll take a look at the quarry from up above here too. So here's a look from up above, because we were just down there earlier, looking out this way. Just kind of made our way up around that way. Yeah, I was positive they do cliff jumping here. Alright, like I said, I wouldn't recommend that. Alright, look too close from myself to the edge here. Alright, I believe this trail takes us back down then. Didn't see anything up here as far as ruins or anything. So just when I thought there might not be anything out here to see, there's that right there. We've come down from the quarry at the top there, we're down at the bottom again, but making our way back, and boom, this looks like an old well. Stone-lined well. Yeah, I think I can see the bottom there. Alright, so must have been, looks a little squared off, so maybe there's probably a building sitting here. Yes. I don't know, who knows, maybe that might have been the outhouse too though, the privy hole. Yeah, that might be worth investigating sometime. Because they would dump, well, it's pretty, I was thinking, a safe way to get down there, back out. But yeah, sometimes the old privy holes, they would dump, old bottles and stuff. Well, they weren't old back then, but they'd be old to us today. All right, just having a look around. All right, so we'll start heading back, see what else we may find. Yeah, we're heading back to the original rail bed that brought us up here. And back here are these initial ruins we saw, which got me really excited. I thought, if these are back here, what else is going to be back here? Actually, for me, this might have been the most interesting stuff back here. Love finding old ruins of old stonework. Alright. And that hole is intriguing that we just saw too. Alright, so I'm back on the main line now, the Warwick branch, I guess it was called. Heading back towards St. Peter's to where I parked. So that'll probably be it then. I realize I probably missed some things out there, but if you're familiar with the area and there's something else out here that I should check out, by all means let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll come back. I mean, I do plan on coming back. I have other unfinished business. I want to explore up on the hill there a little bit too. There's some trails up there. I was thinking about doing another section of Horseshoe Trail today, but we've been out here doing this quite a bit. So I don't really, I mean, I could push it and get another section done, but I like to actually enjoy my hikes as well, not always be rushing them through. So I think we'll come back, do that another day as well. All right, as always, folks, hey, it was great out there. I mean, we did find ruins. We did solve the mystery of where all those railroad spurs were going as they head back there. But, part of me was hoping for more. We saw those initial, what looked like iron furnaces. I was like, oh my goodness, there's stuff back here, and there was, but I was, part of me was hoping for a little bit more. But I'm still glad that we explored back there and had our curiosity satisfied. As always, folks, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one, hopefully.